Hi, my name is Freddy Castañeda Sanchez. I found the topics covered in this course very interesting and encouraged me to continue learning. I am going to show the activities that I learned. I commend you about the portfolio document. In this case, the first outcome become more efficient and apply your innate curiosity and creativity. I did configuration installation environment development environment. In this case, I show the Node.js is installed and the npm to I install the I login in the GitHub. I to work with Trello and about the I learn more about the Node.js and analyze the code application. In this case, I working with my team, and this session in the session was very important for me because my, some members of my team have experience programming in Node.js. Then is very productive the sessions with them about them. Um, the I made in my repo individuals test the 10 application and modify the code that 10 JSON. Okay, then in my application I working with um, the project in the team, and I try to do some change. In this way I learn how to add the other item in the tents. Become more dexterous at exploring your environment. I analyze how to work with GitHub. I don't remember how to work with it, and I made the generation of the new token. I need to remember how to work in GitHub, and I made some projects for practice this. Okay, and I explored the Node.js. The Node.js Express API and did some tests with breadcrumbs. Although I was unsuccessful. Okay, I installed the Express breadcrumbs, but I don't have the good result that I want. Then um, I start to work with Gitkraken on my project in Git. With this application, make working with the repository much easier. I working uh, with Gitkraken. Okay, about them, become a person who enjoy helping and learning for others. In this section, my situation is that I learn from others. Now I use Kraken because I had difficulties making a push on the team repository, and one of my colleagues took the time to verify with me the procedure. I followed the make my push, and there was a permanent reason it was falling. Okay, I learned how to use the with Kraken things on my partner in my team. Okay, I enjoy to learn from others. Use and divide and conquer approach to design solution for programming problems. Okay, with my partners, some of them working in one occasion, one of my team, another occasion one. How I say they have many experience programming. Then he helped me very much. I try to do some things, but not this very easy for me. Is I try finding a troubleshoot books and others will have the code. I make the project we have as a team work in my computer in the um, when I start I don't can configure the my team my um, computer, but I need to update the project team, and I had problems with the interface desktop made with CSS, and I found how to make a correct declaration of the columns and row so that they could occupy the appropriate space in CSS. I only start my project, but I can configuring the, the rows and columns for the application with CSS, and I solve the, the problem. JavaScript. About for the first week the course I studied the reference for the outside so about the sleep outside project and testing and trying to understand how to code is organized and how the files are executed. Did modifications to code to test what happened when I change. I working many hours trying to understand and follow the files and how these are changing for the chain. Then, for example, I need to add some files. In this case, I add in the file configuration the my test and try to be a propositive, and I do the things that we need to do for the implementation some activities. Okay, I'm this. Okay, I study analyze word JavaScript to understand the code of the API geolocalization and add the tests that I did. Okay, in the API localizations is the week with 5, and yeah, in this case I working uh, test the different um, applications, and I do the interactive. For example, in this script I can see how to use these activities. I believe that I have the project in this, maybe is this. Then you can see the API in working. In this case I try to do the API maps. Yeah, this is, and this is the code. Okay, for do this. Okay, and three parts. Okay, the three parts was the API and the breadcrumbs. I don't have the reference because this don't working still, but I try to do working with it. I worked to learn about the JSON file and made the individual repository to test and understand the characteristics. In this case, I can work with um, many many tests for try to understand and analyze the code to working with um, other functionalities or the functionalities that exist in the project, but I try to do more about this. For example, I let me see, I work with, okay, I add my tent in the application and I work in this uh, as modifying the JSON to the file can uh, contain it. No, this is maybe is no, this is maybe no are this. I try to, okay, this is, I add the tent and for example in JSON tent I add the last item that I copy the code and modify for my test. Then I work with JSON. I added an example to understand JSON in file format at 10 in the file 10 JSON. This is evident in the line 137 to 159. In this is the case that the lines I add for add a yellow 10 that I name the Durango 10. Okay, about I not yet add the functionality on my application. I attach the link to show the distribution that the desktop page will have. For now, the row and column contain images, but they do show what the view will be like then with the site is finished. Then in this case I'm working with my application. My application is the project greenhouse. In this case, for example, in CSS I configure the sections, the section about the what is the rows or how many rows and how many columns. I have a template that describe many sections. In this case I working to do the sections and I believe that I need to learn more about this, but is the first application in for me. Okay, local storage then is related with the actions that I do for learn. I modify the JSON to add a tent to the 10 zones file, and this store is recovered by reading the file to add more items in the virtual store. It is necessary to change the files in the project JSON folder locally. Add the 10 locally as necessary and imagine, and when adding the 10 it's necessary according to the project to add HTML file to the product and modify them byte.config.js file to render to the file that describes the new article, in this case the store. I place the link in the HTML file in the lines 27 to 30 were added the bit.config documentWDD330.js. Then in the project greenhouse, you can see this in no in the project, no, only in the test. Okay, in this case, right, okay, you can see how I add a new item. Okay, is all for now. See you.